You rejoin me in my attempt at crossing Ontario, Canada in a completely straight line. In the last episode, I had a nerve-wracking police encounter which forced me into making several detours as I made my way to my campsite 25 kilometers down the line. It's now day 2 and I'm ready to continue the mission in a straight line.
Good morning. It's just gone 6:15 a.m. Last night was okay. I didn't sleep that much. Wasn't too cold actually. The sleeping bag did a good job. It did get to below zero or around zero, so it was pretty cold, but I'm just gonna slowly get packed and get moving at first light. So here we go. All right, sun's rising. Nice sunrise, pinkish red skies. That's where I camped last night, right there. I've restashed all my stuff and heading back to the line now, continuing on the rest of the journey. Little over 7 kilometers to go to Lake St. Clair. Should be interesting. Next major obstacle is the 401, which is the major highway up ahead. Now it is just about 7 a.m. so hopefully it's not too busy, but we'll see when we get there. Gotta cut through here. We're basically just going along the edge of this field. That's where the line is. Hopefully everyone's still asleep or at work. It is a Monday morning. Here we are.
I was now making my way down the edge of this field which leads to the highway. I was slightly groggy, but still in good spirits.
Bit of a frost covering the fields. Really calm, nice sunset. I actually feel okay. I think it's mostly just the adrenaline of a straight line mission. I probably slept about, I don't know, 5-6 hours. Took me a little while to get asleep, and then I woke up a little bit towards the end of the night around 4 in the morning because I was getting a little cold, but the sleeping bag did all right. So coming up to the first little ditch of today. Our line basically cuts right along the edge of that ravine, but we're only about 10 meters off here, so we're doing good. If we just hug the edge, that wasn't that bad. That is looking busy though, I can't lie. Just gonna have to hope for a nice break in the traffic.
I was getting closer to the notorious Highway 401. It's North America's busiest and one of its most dangerous highways. It stretches over 800 kilometers from Michigan all the way to Quebec, making it unavoidable in any straight line mission across Ontario unless you're up here, where the bears, wolves, coyotes, ticks, lakes, and cliffs will take you out before a highway does.
Okay, we're getting close. It's kind of this ditch right here. Oh, I really don't want to be seen, man. I'm gonna have to hide by these trees over here or something and wait for the perfect opportunity to cross, because I really don't want to be spotted. Just crouched down here now, waiting.
As I wait for a window to cross the highway, I want to point out that this is very dangerous and should not be attempted by anyone. And if you're wondering why I don't just walk through this underpass, it's because it was full of waist-deep water contaminated with God knows what.
Might have to just cross half and then wait and then cross the other half. Ideally there'd be a break so I could just cross the whole thing at once, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. I don't really like where I am either. You know what, I might move over to that little underground tunnel there, get some better cover. At least this way the barrier is blocking most cars' view of me. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to do half and half, man. All right, what about after this guy? Nah, there's another car there. See, I don't want to just wait by the side of the road because then there's so many people that are gonna see me, but that's the only way I can really get a full view.
After waiting a couple minutes, a crossing opportunity presented itself.
All right, it might be clear after this guy right here. We wait. Get the fuck out of here. Ah, fuck, there's so many brambles here. Ah, it's all swampy. Should have came around the other side. Oh fuck, my shoes are soaked now. Oh my god, all right, I'm gonna go up here. Oh, my left foot is absolutely soaking, man. Luckily, this is day 2. And I only have a few hours to go. Oh my god, man, come on. I can't stay here. I'm gonna get in so much shit. Ah! Come on, get yourself sorted, man. Fuck. Making a run for it to those woods over there. Oh, my left foot is soaking, man. And that water's disgusting. Ah, should have went off the other side. I don't know why I stick to the left. Pretty sure my line's on the other side of this as well. Yeah, it is. Wow, nice one.
I had successfully crossed the highway, but in my haste to do so, I forgot that my line came out onto the other side of this ditch. When I tried to cross it, I realized it was too deep, but only after getting my feet soaking wet. So I was stuck on the wrong side of the ditch for now, roughly 11 meters from the line.
Oh, I can't run anymore. I just gotta walk. What a commotion. There was a break on the one side, so I went to half. And then as those trucks went by, there was another gap. So then I crossed right when that last truck passed. And then in my hurried rush to get out of sight, I went to the left of this that separates the two fields right by where I crossed, instead of to the right. And then when I tried to cross it, my left foot just got swamped in the water. And I didn't want to get my other foot wet, so I just went around the left side. And then the branches were getting me caught. The one knocked the GoPro off my head, as you could probably see. I just really don't want to see any cars on this next road right here. And then once I'm in that forest, I'm just gonna relax a bit, at least take some cover in the trees. Here I am coming up to this road now, and then this last little field, and then I'm in those woods. Seeing if I would have crossed on the right, I would have had a lovely little step up onto the road. This way I gotta cross this shit, and there's more cars coming. You know, I think I'm just gonna, fuck, I don't want to just cross right now. I think I'm just gonna have to go down here until those cars pass. Just hope they don't see me. Because if I cross now, I mean, I could have crossed and made a run for it. Maybe that would have been the smarter play, but if that is a cop and he's gonna see me cross and run, but at least this way, He might not see me if I'm crouched down here. I don't think she saw me. And the next one's a pickup truck. Nice. I don't think he saw me either. Okay, sick. Let's go. Don't want to waste any more time. I feel like maybe I should cross it here because I got to get back to my line anyway. Nah, that's too wet. Fuck. So I just go for it? Where does it narrow out here? Okay, I might be able to jump it here. Ah! Oh, fuck me, dude. Oh, my right foot's all muddy and wet. Ah, can this just end already?
Getting my other foot soaking wet was quite the mood killer, as you can tell. I also decided to give it a run to the woods up ahead and spend as little time as possible in the open, following my highway crossing shenanigans.
Oh, here we are. Last little ravine, but this one's better. This one's easy to get over. Now I'm in the woods. Oh, I need to find a log and just sit down. Yeah, get out of sight. I gotta cross this wood as well, so hopefully it's not too muddy. I mean, it does look pretty bad. Just gonna get in a little deeper and then have a little break, eat some breakfast. Still on the line here. There's a house over to the left. So it's pretty far, but still don't want to make too much noise.
Eventually, I found a nice log to take a quick break on.
Catch you in a bit. Alright, I've had a little something to eat. Just a granola bar, Cliff Bar. And back going through these woods. See, I don't mind this. Because you're practically not discoverable at all. So honestly, maybe that was the problem with the route. Not enough woodland, not enough cover, too many open fields and forests, but there isn't too much woods down here in this part of Ontario. There's a lot of farmland. And also, farmland is much faster to cross. At least when it's not super thick and muddy. When you're in the woods, you're always looking out for, yeah, puddles like that. And whatever poo that is. I'm just weaving my way in and around these puddles as close to the line as possible. Hopefully no activity on this road. Nope. It's like some kind of lumber operation. A lot of trees that have been chopped. I've got to go, where do I gotta go? Around here.
I was slowly but surely making my way through these woods, scurrying over logs and around puddles in what felt much less stressful than crossing open fields.
Up over these logs. Try not to twist an ankle. There we go. Oh. that was a loud snap. Is that an outhouse? Oh, that's wet. Let me jump it. Look at that toilet lid. Literally is an outhouse. And there it is. Outhouse written right on the top. Should we take a shit in it? Oh, coming up to this field with a bunch of windmills now. Those things are huge.
It was all fun and games with toilet lids, outhouses, and windmills before I reached the clearing of the next field, where things took a turn.
Alright. Oh shit, there's a car that stopped over there. It's a fucking police officer. Oh god. I'm going back. That was 100% a police officer. That is a police officer.
After just 2 kilometers, I had my second police encounter of the trip. When I reached the end of the woods, I looked out into the field in front of me, where there was a police car parked on the adjacent road, which you can just barely make out in the footage. The moment I saw the car, my mission was not the priority anymore, as I scrambled back into the woods. Not only was I trespassing again after being told not to yesterday, but I had also just crossed the highway on foot. My goal was now to get the hell out of here without being caught.
Good thing I took that break, otherwise... Oh, I can't even speak, man. I'm shitting myself, to be honest. I gotta find a place to hide where I can't be seen. I'm just getting away from that, where that forest is. Shit, he probably knows I'm here too.
I made my way to the other side of the woods, where I managed to find a good hiding spot, from which I made an arrangement to get picked up.
Okay, so I have someone on the way to come get me, but they're like an hour or so away, so I really don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. I have to hide here somehow. I really hope they don't come searching these woods. Because that was literally a police officer waiting for me over there. The situation is, I'm hiding in these woods right now. I have someone coming to pick me up. They're gonna be here in like 45 minutes, maybe 50. Depends on how fast they get here. I sent them the exact coordinates of the road that's close, at the closest point to these woods. I looked around on the map and there's no way I can make a run for it anywhere without being spotted. So I have no choice but to camp out in these woods and just hope that nobody comes actually inside looking for me and that they don't care that much. I am kind of close to the edge though. I got my bag stuffed in there. I'm basically hiding. There's like an abandoned truck back here and some logs. I'm basically hiding behind this little structure here. And yeah, I'm just gonna hide and wait, and then when the car's waiting, I'm just gonna book it. They're gonna give me a 5-minute warning when they're gonna be here. I'm just gonna book it to the car and we're gonna hopefully go.
My getaway plan was as follows. I would have my driver call me when they were 10 minutes away, at which point I would get to the edge of the woods. When the coast was clear of any cars, I would give them the okay to park on the road in front of me, where I would make a run for the car and we'd drive off together. No man, that was scary. I poked my head outside the woods just to see like if there's, well, I wasn't even that far outside, but I just saw a car parked on the side of the road by the windmill, and it was that classic black and white with the red lights on the back, and I knew it was a cop car. And it was just parked there waiting for me. So someone definitely saw me cross the highway or something and called in. And this guy probably knows I'm in this wood. It's a good thing I stopped and ate and had a snack, because if I kept going, then I definitely would have been caught. So he either thinks that I kept going, in which case he's gonna leave in a bit, or he's gonna think to himself, well, the woods is the only logical place he could still be. And then it's just a question of whether he actually cares to come and look for me. Yeah, I've got to spend like the next 45 minutes just sitting here in this spot. The next hour I spent waiting in the woods gave me the chance to reflect on the mission, which was well and truly over at this point. I had made it 27 kilometers down the line, leaving me just under 6 kilometers from the finish line in Lake St. Clair. A lot had happened in the last 24 hours, and although it may seem strange considering I was often wet, cold, and tired, I thoroughly enjoyed every minute of the journey. The fact I didn't achieve my goal of crossing Ontario definitely bothered me, but it also made me appreciate how difficult of a challenge it really is and lit a fire within me that I aim to come back and extinguish in the future. That being said, I still needed to make my escape in this mission, and after a long wait, I finally got the call that my ride was near. I was now making my way to the edge of the forest nearest the road I was getting picked up on. All my focus went towards staying alert and watching out for cops, so I didn't bother talking, so the sound of rustling leaves and snapping branches filled the air. I was reaching the end of the forest and began waiting for my getaway vehicle. After some time, it arrived, at which point I gave one last look to make sure the coast was clear, and then ran for my life.
Just drive.